You know, there's nothing like a wraparound porch in an old Victorian home. I'm at 77 Chapin Street, and that's what we have today. This house was built in the late 1800s, and it has all of the architectural, although it needs a little TLC, it has all those architectural details that makes an effort of renovation worth it. This neighborhood, Chapin Street, these homes were all built prior to 1900. When you go from Front Street all the way to Chestnut, that is the older area where the houses were built in the 1800s. And then when the Abel Bennett tract was developed, it went from Chestnut Street down to Beethoven in the early 1900s. As you can see, it needs some renovation in here, but look what's intact. Look at this door. Beautiful oak, beveled glass, and look at this stained glass window. Isn't that beautiful? There's also a beautiful stained glass window above the picture window in the front living room. There's plenty of details here. Look at the railing, the high frequency of those spindles, and all the intricate wood carvings in the newel post and the banister. This doorway into the first living room, or the front room, has pocket doors. And you can see, like we often point out, that in the early 1900s, there's a piece of trim work that goes across the top. But here's the signature for prior to 1900. These corner pieces, usually you'll see like a zero target here. This is a little more ornate. But these pieces are always a signature of pre-1900. There are two living rooms, or a sitting room and a living room, and this formal room has a gorgeous fireplace. I mean, look at the detail, the wood carvings here along these posts, and there's moldings, mold tile. I mean, this is it all looks very original. What's so very indicative of a Victorian house like this is this side entrance to the house. For around the wraparound porch to this entrance. You see it in all these houses that were prior to 1900. Going into the last room, this could be an office, perhaps it was the dining room, I don't know. There's a light fixture in the middle, but that's a George Jetson light fixture, so we don't know for sure. Now these pocket doors are still intact, and so we have two sets of pocket doors on the first floor and access into the kitchen off this room. In the kitchen, there's some old cabinetry, there's a porcelain sink, there's plenty of square footage in this room and some potential to turn it into something very nice. And up this historic banister, plenty of bedrooms. I mean, there are at least 5 bedrooms on this second floor. Well, there are at least 5 bedrooms in this home, plenty of architectural interest everywhere in this place. It's a great home on the west side of Binghamton, 77 Chapin Street. We'd love to see this historic home restored to its original dignity.